So I've spent the last week standardizing and working on sheaths for my this last batch of knives. This little Skinner here had 73 of those cut, and I've been making those using or just freehanding them, but that takes a lot of time each time, or it takes a longer time than if I standardize. So this is going to be the new standardized shape. It'll have the cutouts on the top, and then the thing, the flat behind it. I'm gonna set it up so that it'll be carried as a neck knife, and then I'll have, you can put like these are 1 inch on center. You can put a small, what do you call those, tech lock on there. This is the half sheath one. I've actually made a mold. I'm gonna try to get high tech. I'm gonna have a mold made that will form the Kydex tight around there. Hopefully it'll work. Here's the mold over here. Guy that I'm gonna do some skid steer work for has a machine shop, and so he'll do that in exchange for some skid steer work. And then this is the belt carry sheath option. You can carry it at with a small tech lock. You go from here to here on 1 inch center, and you can carry it at a 45, like a cross carry, or from here to here. It's adjustable from here to here. So you can carry it as a scout carry using these, and these are also slotted for using on a belt. Here's a regular hip carry, belt waist carry. This is upside down if you wanted to carry it upside down for some reason. And let me slip over here. This is the skinning knife. I came up with a sheath, this one here, and that'll be what it'll be like. It'll have where you can use a tech lock on it. It's set up for a small tech lock, I believe. Let me check that. Yeah, so that's a small tech lock. Will fit on there. You can do it from here to here and do scout carry on it, or you can do it on your hip, just straight up and down. And then this one here is I'm not quite sure what that's going to be. That's I was having in mind for something tucked in your belt, but let's see. It will fit in there like that. Is the idea. Oh, my E-snap messed that up. And then there's this one. No, this one, which is the half sheath, and it'll be set up on a one small tech lock as well. And then for that one, since I have a lot of those, this knife and this knife are going to be, I think, some of my standard offerings that I will, or some of my standard profiles that I will make more frequently than others. So I went ahead and I'm going to have a mold made out of it for the Kydex as well. And I'll show videos on that when I actually do the Kydex with the mold. This is a project for next year that I showed a quick video of. This is the push dagger. This is the push dagger in the sheath. These are the two parts of the sheath. And this is just an example of what it would look like in a two-tone color with a black Kydex, orange rivets, and an orange Kydex on the bottom with a dark knife. Let's see. There you can see it. So that's what it would, there's just some conceptions for, that's going to be a project for next year. I'll cut out a dozen or so of those, see how they go over. I really want one of those for myself. My son-in-law wants two. Got another guy has asked for one. Alright, these are the patterns that I'm going to send over to the machine shop. This is, let's go down here. Alright, this is my survival / combat knife. Made a sheath for it, or sheath design for it. That's gonna be it. This is the flat layout for the bottom. This is the flat layout for the top, and I've got a version that I'm gonna where it's just like a scout carry, belt carry thing without all this part. It'll just have this around so that when you reach around, tuck it in the back, you have something to guide it into the sheath so you don't stab yourself in the spine with it. These two lines represent a belt that's 1 3/4 inches wide, and so I've got it so that it could fit on a belt that way. Pick up those 2 fasteners there. Gonna have a slide tensioning lock system on it. And then this is the flat pattern of the bracket you can see the bracket right there as it goes up and over the belt and back down. I have a little tab that I'm going to try that out and see if it works out, that will tuck into there to help secure it on the belt a little bit. And if you wanted to actually convert that over, then you could attach one of these to it that will pick up these holes along here at different places, and then this tab will bend over the top to secure on there. And then you have every option I could think of on here. You can fit the small tech lock, the big tech lock. You can fit belts, dangling straps. If you wanted it to go onto an actual belt, well, you could cut between a couple of those and make it go on, make some belts loopholes. But if you'd actually just want to use it for a belt, then you'd use that one. This is set up for a large tech lock, just a normal carry. Let's see what else we got in here. This is a little bracket clip that I've drawn up to fit on these, mostly for this one and this one. It will fit on there. Let me pick one of these up, and I'll pick this one up. This is how you would belt carry this one, just with this little clip. Alright, so you fold this thing over. This will be folded over so that it looks like this here, and your belt would go through. And there's the little tab that will lock it in, help lock it in, hold it in. Those are some of the things that I'm going to work on. These are the flat patterns. So I'm going to have these laser cut out of sheet metal, so I can just lay them over the Kydex and then cut right through there. Cut and drill them out. So these will be just the patterns. I'll lay them over, then take my Dremel with a router on it and just trim around the outside of the Kydex and have that shape just in a matter of about a minute, and then just pop through those holes and stick your router in there and route out the slot, and it's done. Same with these here. Don't have to do a whole lot of hand locating and hand drilling, which eats up a lot of time, and time adds money. So these aren't very expensive. Once you get them, you'll throw a piece of sheet metal onto the laser and fire, locate it and fire it up, and these will be about $50 or $60 for all those. These will be about $100 for the set, I think. About $50 for each set of molds here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.